Hi, I'm Jessica Hart.
And I'm Michelle Branch.
And we're the Wreckers.
The Wreckers comes from the Home Wreckers. We always seem to like guys who were involved in relationships already.
Which is where many of our songs came from,
Yeah.
so it's very appropriate that that's what our band is called.
Yeah.
Michelle and I met,
Like 6 years ago.
she had a website selling her independent record, and I had the same thing.
We had a lot of mutual fans who would email us and say, you sound a lot like Michelle, you sound a lot like Jessica.
Eventually we started emailing each other and traded records and started talking by phone at some point, and then
She got signed to Maverick,
came through Kansas City, where I was living at the time.
and I met up with her at the airport, and we had some TCBY.
And
We shared a frozen yogurt and a drink. We hit it off immediately.
We were forever friends from that point on.
It's alright, I'll be fine. Don't worry about this side of mine. Take a step. There's nothing you can do or say. You're gonna break my heart anyway. So just leave the pieces.
We sat down to write. I think the first thing we wrote was
Way
the
back
way back
home.
home.
Yeah.
And then it was probably Crazy People.
Complaining about how only crazy people fell in love with her, but the funny twist on that song is that don't you kind of have to be crazy yourself to kind of attract that? A quarter of the record is Jess's solo stuff. A quarter of the record is mine, and the other half is a collaboration between the two of us. Some of the stuff we finished independently on our own. Jessica has an amazing song on the record called Tennessee. There's a few songs on the record that I did by myself. Rain, Hard to Love You. I think there was also an excitement about the fact that we were actually going to do this, so it got done really quickly.
Once Maverick said, go make the record,
We had probably half the record done,
and that's when I
went to LA to her house and just kind of stayed for a week, and we pretty much finished the record in that week.
they wanted us to think of who we might like to produce the record, and
We are both huge fans of John Leventhal.
He swung by my house, we were in LA, and watched us play in the living room, and immediately he understood what we were doing. He recorded us on this little tiny tape recorder and started sending us back ideas for the songs. He was like already producing it and working on it before we were even there. So we really thought the record was going to come out sometime the following year. We had finished the record in the fall, and we thought it was going to come out sometime the next year. From everyone's perspective, just nothing felt right, and so we kept trying to push it further, and then we'd wait a bit, and push it further, and wait a bit, and never was the right time. So finally, we let it simmer for a while, and just kind of walked away from it, and I had time to have a baby and relax, and then we all kind of did a powwow afterwards, and all of a sudden everyone was on the same page. It was really,
Everything came
it was
together.
really great. After New York, we had finished what we thought was the whole record, and after being on the road, we kept performing this song called My Oh My. We had written in Nashville with Wayne Kirkpatrick and Josh Leo. It was our favorite song, and it got the biggest response live.
We thought that it would fit perfectly on the record.
That's when Paul came in. Paul Worley, we'd been harassing and trying to figure out somehow how we could work with him, because we always admired him, especially the Chicks records that he's done, the Dixie Chicks. And it was just perfect. He heard My Oh My, and we said, can you please produce this? And we went in the studio and cut it with Paul, and it was the final piece we needed to make the record feel finished, and
it all came together.
it all came together at the end of the day. Never really utilized our publishing companies, both of us being writers ourselves, and we
But
knew
in
being
Nashville,
in
it's such a
Nashville,
big
we
thing.
had a big, a smorgasbord of of songs to listen to, and they're great writers, and we wanted to see what was out there. And one of them that really stuck out to both of us was a song called Leave the Pieces that Jennifer Hansen and Billy Austin wrote. Just immediately sounded like it needed us on there. It had the two-part harmony. It just, I don't know, just
It
seemed
was perfect.
perfect, and we fell in love with the song and knew that we couldn't make a record without having that song on there.
You're gonna break my heart anyway, so just leave the pieces when you go.
When we was a quote, and I don't even remember who said it, that I fell in love with a long time ago that was saying something to the effect of, a woman is just there to stand still and look pretty. And I was just like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. And in our jobs, in our profession, it just kind of fit with how we're feeling. Jess and I were just hanging out in the lounge at the studio and wrote it while we were in the studio. And it just seemed, as we kept talking about the song, Stand Still Look Pretty just seemed like such an ideal album name, because it could mean a lot of different things. And so that's how we came up with the album title and the song. Hey you guys, it's Michelle
And Jess.
and we're
The Wreckers.
Be on the lookout, because our first single, Leave the Pieces, is coming to country radio and online very soon.
And our record, Stand Still Look Pretty, is coming out in May.
For those of you who have MySpace, you are extra special, because we have some exclusive stuff for you, some videos and some sneak peeks at some songs, and
So stay tuned.
yeah,
Keep checking back
stuff like
often.
that. Very cool. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Love.